And I just have to say that I am very disappointed in this. I certainly disagree with the statement that this is a private matter. I believe it is a very public matter, and I've sent my thoughts to the three of our county commissioners over this. That it was, to me personally, embarrassing, and I think maybe we should consider a change. You know, certainly I'll say we're innocent until proven guilty, but so far the evidence looks pretty strong. So there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, the next thing we're going to talk about, and you know, I've hoped that we would never have to talk about it, but I think it's important that we do. As you all know, that the ACLU and the consent decree for Santa Rosa County School District, the numbers came out this week, and looks like we're on the hook for about $450,000 to pay the legal bill. We also have two more cases. Now, I do understand that there's a couple organizations that have agreed to work the Lay Winkler case at no charge, which is a good thing. But and then we have an additional case that has been brought before the school district, which apparently one of the teachers at Jay believes that he was discriminated upon in some form or fashion by kind of being told that can't attend baccalaureate, you got to be so very careful with that and all that. So we don't have a lot of details on that. I will tell you that there's actually 3 suits that's left in this.
That he couldn't attend a private baccalaureate service that was expected to be religious in nature.
Now, I'm going to have to say I'm not very happy about a $450,000 legal bill.
That could have been avoided.
I believe that it could have easily been avoided. I opened up Google on my computer, typed in prayer in school, and immediately I find that in 1954 the Supreme Court said, and that's one of many cases, that said administration or employees of the school district can't cross the line. And that's kind of what has happened here. But I'm going to take a different tact. Okay, we're here today. I'm not happy. Certainly not happy about the dollar value. But it seems that there's still some confusion over this. So I hit Google again, and you know, it's right here. Prayer in school. Prayer during non-instructional time. Students may pray when not engaged in school activities or instruction, subject to the same rules designed to prevent material disruption of the educational program that are applied to other privately initiated expressive activities. Among other things, students may read their Bibles or other scriptures. They may say grace before their meals. They may pray or study religious materials with fellow students during recess, the lunch hour, or other non-instructional time. But to the same extent, they may engage in non-religious activities. Okay. Prayer in school, organized prayer groups and activities. Students may organize prayer groups. Religious clubs. See you at the pole. Gatherings before school. Just like any other club at a school can do.
In other words, they can pretty much pray whenever they want to.
They can do whatever they want to. They can also, they have the same right to advertise in the school newspaper or have it mentioned in the announcements, as long as it's the same opportunity for religious and non-religious.
Right.
To me, that's very simple.
It's pretty clear.
Teachers, administrators, and school employees, when they're acting in their official capacity, cannot participate. Period. End of story. They can't do it. Now, teachers may meet with other teachers for prayer or Bible study to the same extent they may engage in other conversations or non-religious activities. Similarly, teachers may participate in their personal capacities in privately sponsored baccalaureate ceremonies. And that kind of gets to the case with the J-High teacher.
Right.
And I'll tell you, I do know some of the details of that. The Ministerial Association in the north end of the county said, hey, we'll put on the baccalaureate services. They asked to use school facility after hours, which they legally have the right to do. And whoever wanted to show up, it was not forced on anyone. And that's kind of where that's at. Now, moments of silence. So, this is one thing that I had gotten some bad information on. If a school has a minute of silence or other quiet periods during the school day, students are free to pray silently or not to pray during these periods of time. Teachers and other school employees may neither encourage or discourage students from participating in these times. And here's another one that I think is real important. Students may express their beliefs about religion in homework, artwork, and other written and oral assignments free from discrimination based on the religious content of their submission. It's even been stated now that if you have a teacher that bucks you on doing your project on religion, the teacher's in trouble.
Right.
The students have this right. And the final thing in all of this was the pulling of the class presidents and not allowing them to
Yes.
speak at graduation. And that all had to do with, and ladies and gentlemen, the most important thing to understand here is students have to be selected neither for religious or against religious. They have to be chosen from a neutral position. And because of the voting process that we were using, it wasn't neutral. And look, I know that it's caused a bunch of problems over all this. I am going to have to say that I believe that it could have easily been handled a long time ago. But my focus now and into the future is we don't need to leave ourselves wide open for this kind of criticism ever again. I hope to very quickly see a policy that changes the voting
Yes.
on our class positions. I want to see us very quickly have discipline so that our administrators no longer cross the line and put the taxpayers' money at risk. I can tell you, as this number permeates our citizens in Santa Rosa County, they're not going to be very happy about that. And I personally believe that it could have been avoided. Our elected officials, over a period of time, decided not to take action.
Well,
so
and
this is where we are.
It also sounds like there's a group of adults that wanted to make an issue out of this. I mean, the law is clear, and some of the employees and staff clearly overstepped what was a clear line, and I can only assume it was because they
Right.
wanted to make a statement,
Right.
and it was a $400,000 statement.
Yeah, it was a pretty expensive statement. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you've enjoyed the show. Once again, I'm Jerry Cooley.
I'm Deborah Nelson.
Good night.
Good night.